Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Today I am going to share the Saakhi of Bhagat Prahlad Ji. Every Sikh reads the Saakhi of Bhagat Prahlad Ji in a very short form in daily Nitnem during Rahras Sahib. We read, Har Jug Jug Bhagat Upaya, Paj Rakhda Aya Ram Raje, Har Nakhish Dusht Har Marya, Prahlad Taraya. So that is a brief Saakhi which we read every day during Nitnem. There are similar other verses which remind us of Bhagat Prahlad Ji. Like Sadhguru Ji says, Ram Japo Ji aise aise, Through Prahlad Japeu Har Jaise. So Bhagat Prahlad Ji is mentioned in Gurbani at numerous places. Some of the Shabads, like Shabads of Tan Tan Shri Guru Amar Das Ji Maharaj in Rag Pairo on Ang 1154 and Shabads of Bhagat Kabir Ji on Ang 1194 in Rag Basant mention the detailed Saakhi of Bhagat Prahlad Ji. Also we find a var of Bhai Gurdas Ji titled Prahlad Bhagat, which tells us the Saakhi of Bhagat Prahlad Ji. Similarly, in Bachittar Natak Granth, we find a full chapter on Nursing Avatar, which again talks about Bhagat Prahlad Ji and the Nursing Avatar. So we would have listened to this Saakhi many times. Today I wanted to share Panktis from Gurbani, which tell us more about the kind of Bhakti Prahlad Ji did and what we can learn from it. So now let's look at this Saakhi. I'm going to recite the Panktis of Gurbani as well while I'm taking you through the Saakhi. So Gurbani tells us, Kirat Sanjogi Dat Raj Chalaya, Har na bujhe tin aap bulaya. So Gurbani tells us that due to Akal Purakh Vaheguru Ji's hukam and due to the past actions, Kirat Sanjogi Dat Raj Chalaya, there was the rule of Dats, of Asur Vritti people on earth. So the Dat we come to know from Gurbani is that Harnakash. Harnakash was a very, very powerful Dat, demon. We find in Gurbani, Basuda Baskini Sabaraje, Binti Kare Patrani. So this that Harnakash, due to his austerities and other sort of jap tap, had got various boons from Brahmaji, which made him literally invincible because he had asked for the boons like, I should not be killed by any human being, I should not be killed by any animal, I should not be killed by any weapon, I should not be killed when it's day or night, I should not be killed when I'm at home or outside the home. I should not be killed when I'm on earth or when I'm in air. So such boon which was granted by Brahmaji made him literally invincible, and through the powers which he had acquired through the boons, he had conquered all the three worlds. He had conquered the earth, the heavens and the nether regions. So Gurbani tells us, Basudha Bas Kini Sab Raje, Binti Kare Patrani. So the whole earth was under his control. With power comes great responsibility, and unfortunately in case of Harnakash, the power, the ego took hold of him. Gurbani tells us, Durmat Harnakash Durachari. In his pride, Harnakash became Durachari. He started inflicting pain on people. He announced, nobody should worship Akal Purakh Vaheguru Ji, but instead everyone should start worshipping me. He asked his army to demolish any places of worship. If they find anyone singing the glories of Akal Purakh Vaheguru, they should be beheaded, they should be killed. So the whole earth, everybody in the earth was crying out in pain, in anguish, that they are not able to worship anymore. We have a tyrant ruler now. Now, Gurbani which फरमान है, चोजी मेरे गोविंदा, चोजी मेरे प्यारे, हर प्रभ मेरा चोजी जियो. Sadhguru ji choj rachande han. He enacts his play in such a wondrous way that Akal Purakh Vaheguru ji sends his one of the best Bhagats, Bhagat Prahlad ji, to be born in the parivar, in the family of Harnakash. So Bhai Gurdas ji tells us in very beautiful way, Kar Harnakash dat de color kaval Bhagat Prahlad, that in the barren land of Harnakash, a flower, a lotus blossomed forth, the lotus of Bhagat Prahlad ji. So, Bhagat Prahlad ji was very full of devotion right from the childhood. Right from the childhood, he used to spend time remembering Vaheguru through his holy name, through recitation of Naam. When he grew older, his dad Harnakash sent him to school. So Gurbani tells us, Pita Prahlad Padan Pathaya Le Pati Padhe Ke Aya. So he was sent to his teachers, Sunday and Marke. When he went to school, in the school Sunday and Marke, both were Asura teachers. They were teaching kids how to gain more power, how to do worship demigods, please demigods, and get great boons, how to be wicked, how to be always fully in control of earth and other 5 elements. So Prahlad ji, when he saw this kind of teaching, he became very anxious, like what am I doing here? So Prahlad ji says, and we get to know this in Gurbani, Moko kaha padavas al jal, Meri patiya likh deho Shri Gopal. So why are you teaching me all this nonsense stuff which only helps me increase my duality? It has nothing to do with increasing my love for Akal Purakh Vaheguru ji. Meri patiya likh deho Shri Gopal. Teach me only those things which bring me closer to Vaheguru, which make me remember Vaheguru. So the teachers scold him, but still Prahlad Maharaj ji says, Nahi chodo re Baba Ram naam, mero aur padan se nahi kaam rahao. That no matter however you scold me, I will not leave reciting Akal Purakh Vaheguru ji's name, Ram naam. Mero aur padan se nahi kaam. I have no other business. This is the only purpose of my life, to come close to Vaheguru through recitation of his holy name. So he was firm in his faith, and Gurbani tells us what Prahlad ji used to believe. Satguru kare meri pratpala, har sukh data mera nala. That Akal Purakh Vaheguru ji is nourishing me, he is cherishing me with each and every breath. He is doing my pratpalna. What am I got to be afraid of? So, his teachers used to punish him, used to scold on him. So Gurbani tells us, Gurupdesh Prahlad har uchare, Sasna te balak gamna kare. So Prahlad ji used to always recite Vaheguru ji's name, and he used to never be saddened by the kind of tortures he was given. So the teachers went ahead and even complained to his parents. So they went first to the mom and complained that, look, your child is not praising Harnakash. There have been strict orders, nobody should worship Akal Purakh Vaheguru ji. Harnakash, who is the great mighty ruler, he should be worshipped alone. Please tell your child not to worship anyone else. Start worshipping Harnakash, otherwise it will not be good for him. So Gurbani tells us, the mum of Prahlad ji tries to coax him. Mum says, Mata upadesai Prahlad pyare, Putra Ram naam chodo jio leho ubare. that, oh, my son, why do you recite Akal Purakh Vaheguru Ji's name? Stop it. Instead, save your life, because these demons are going to kill you now. They will not leave you alone till the time you stop your bhakti. So Gurbani tells us how Prahlad ji was adig, was stern on his faith. He says, Prahlad kahe suno meri maaye, Ram naam na choda, gur diya bujaye. That my Guru has given me only this understanding. Forsake everything in this life, but don't forsake Akal Purakh Vaheguru Ji's bandagi, recitation of Akal Purakh Vaheguru Ji's naam. So the teachers of Prahlad Maharaj, when they saw that Prahlad is not letting go of the bhakti yet, in fact, Prahlad Ji Maharaj was helping other students also do bhakti. He used to help educate his fellow kids, saying, why do you worship Harnakas? Stop all these rituals. Instead, focus yourself on remembering Vaheguru Ji. Do good deeds. So, Sanda Murka go and complain to Harnakas. They say in Gurbani tells us, Sanda Murka sab jaye pukare, Prahlad aap vigadiya sab chatade vigade. That Prahlad himself does not worship you, Harnakas. Instead, he is spoiling others as well. He is educating them in devotional worship. He is asking them to recite Vaheguru Ji's name as well. Sab nagari mein pagat dridai, dust sabha ka kich na vasai. That Prahlad Ji Maharaj is clearly proclaiming that worship Akal Purakh Vaheguru Ji. No need to worship Harnakas. Harnakas is not the supreme. He is just a demon who has got some powers. So Dust Sabha, they make plans to kill Prahlad, and Harnakas goes and gives them a go-ahead. Dust Sabha mein mantra pakaya, Prahlad ka rakha hoye raghuraya. So Harnakas gives them a go-ahead. Go kill my son. Torture him till the time he does not listen to you, till the time he does not give up. Torture him. So Gurbani tells us the kind of torture, the third degree tortures which have been given to Prahlad Ji. And these third degree tortures are no different than what is given today by various governments to people who don't align to their viewpoint. So Gurbani tells us, Prahlad kothe vich rakhya bar diya tala, nirpao balak mool na dari, mere antar gur gopala. So Prahlad was put in a prison cell, kept without food and water for many days. But Prahlad Ji was adig. Nirpao bal mool na dari, mere antar gur gopala. He was stern in his bhakti. He believed Vaheguru Ji is with me always, cherishing me. Vaheguru Ji will take care of me. So Gurbani tells us, Gir tar jal jalua pe rakhyo, Raja Ram Maya Feri. That Prahlad Ji eventually was even dropped from a cliff into the river. He was put into fire. But Raja Ram Maya Feri, Vaheguru Ji protected his Bhagat. Vaheguru Ji saved him from all these atrocities. So every time Prahlad Ji was tortured, the demons will only give him one condition on which they let him go. They would say, Tu Ram kehen ki chhod ban, tuj turat chhadao mero kahyo maan. That listen to us, stop worshipping Akal Purakh Vaheguru Ji, start worshipping Harnakas, and all these tortures will end. And Gurbani tells us the faith with which Prahlad Ji was adig. He did not move from his faith. He would say, Moko kaha satavo bar bar. Why do you torture me, trouble me again and again? Prab jalthal gir kiye pahar. I've already told you, I have full faith that Akal Purakh Vaheguru Ji is the creator. My dad is not the creator. My Akal Purakh Vaheguru Ji is doing my palana. He is protecting me, cherishing me, giving me this breath of life. Ek Ram na chodo gurhegar, moko kaal jar pave maar dar. That I'll not turn my back on to my Guru who has instructed me in this knowledge of Akal Purakh Vaheguru Ji, you can go ahead and kill me. So eventually what happens, Prahlad Ji is saved from all the atrocities which the demons have committed. And Harnakash sort of is frustrated. So what he does is he ties his child Prahlad Ji to a pillar and he draws out a sword saying, let me personally kill you. Let me see who saves you this time. Every time my subjects, my army has tried to kill you, you have been saved by someone. Let me see who saves you this time. So Gurbani tells us, Pita Prahlad se garj uthai, kaha tumhara Jagdish Gosai? So show me, where is your Jagdish Gosai who saves you every time? Where is Akal Purakh Vaheguru to save you this time? Gurbani tells us, Jagjeevan Data Ant Sakhai, Jah Dekha Teh Reha Samai. Prahlad Ji tells, Akal Purakh Vaheguru Ji is omnipresent. He is present everywhere. The Jagdish Gosai you are after is present everywhere. He is not in heavens, nor in any seventh sky. He is everywhere. He is protecting me. So Gurbani tells us that Harji came forward, took a roop of nursing, half man, half lion, Swaroop, to protect Prahlad Ji. So Gurbani tells us, Tham Pad Pargatya nursing. I think this is by Gurdas Jiwar actually, sorry. So Tham Pad Pargatya nursing Roop Anup Anar. So the pillar on which Prahlad Ji was tied, Tham Pad, through that pillar, the pillar broke and nursing Roop Anup Anar, nursing Roop, half man, half lion Swaroop came forward. Such a ferocious Swaroop nobody had seen ever. Seeing that ferocious form, all of Harnakash army, the people, the demons ran away. They were scared. But Harnakash himself was so powerful, he did not get scared. He stood there in the battlefield. And Vichitra Natak Narsingh Avatar tells us how the fight continued between Narsingh and Harnakash. The fight went on for 8 days and 8 nights. So we are told by Gurdas Ji Diwar, Bemukh Pakad Pachadiyan. So for 8 days the fight took place before the Asur Harnakash was Pachadiyan, lost in the battle. Sant Sahai Ajuga. So Akal Purakh Vaheguru Ji is always protective of his Bhagats. And it is told that eventually Harnakash was killed by the nails of Narsingh. So he was not killed by any weapon and neither was he killed by any man or an animal. It was a half man, half lion Swaroop which killed Harnakash. So Bhai Gurdas Ji Di Bani tells us, Jai Jai Kar Karan Brahma. So the whole world was very happy. They all rejoiced that such a tyrant ruler, demon has been killed. Further, we are told that the Narsingh Avatar which came, unhone Bhagat Prahlad Ji nu nivajya. They gave satkar, they gave the kingdom over to Bhagat Prahlad Ji. And Gurbani also tells us, Dev Kuli Lakshmi ko karhe jaykar, Mata Narsingh ka roop nivar. Lakshmi po kare na saake jaye, Prahlad jancharni laga aaye. That the form of Narsingh was such ferocious that nobody would come near to that Swaroop of Akal Purakh Vaheguru Ji. But Prahlad Ji, who was full of devotion, who was full of bhakti, could see Akal Purakh Vaheguru Ji in that Swaroop, that Akal Purakh Vaheguru Ji has taken this Swaroop to save me. So he came forward to take the blessings of Narsingh Ji. Gurbani tells us, Bhagta man anand vaji vadai apne sevak ko de vadiyai. That Narsingh Avatar, when it came, it killed all the demons and it established Prahlad Ji on the throne of the kingdom. Sant jana ke harjiyo karaj savare, Prahlad jan ke ikki kul udare. So it is said that due to the devotion of Prahlad Ji, even 21 generations of Prahlad Ji were saved. In fact, even Harnakash, who was killed by Narsingh, was also saved. So Gurbani tells us, Jan Nanak ke Dayal Prabh Swami, tum dusht tare har nakhe. So, through the mercy of saints, even demons get the blessings of Akal Purakh Vaheguruji, and even they can attain Vaheguru. So this whole Saakhi tells us about the Choj of Akal Purakh Vaheguruji. Choji mere Govinda, Choji mere pyarya, har prabh mera Choji jiyo. Gurbani tells us, ਤਿੰਨ ਕਰਤਾ ਇੱਕ ਚਲਤ ਉਪਾਇਆ. ਇਹ ਸਾਰਾ ਇੱਕ ਡਰਾਮਾ ਸੀਗਾ. ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਹਰ ਜੁਗ ਜੁਗ ਭਗਤ ਉਪਾਇਆ, ਹਰ ਯੁੱਗ 'ਚ ਭਗਤਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪਾਉਂਦੇ ਹਨ ਅਤੇ ਡੀਮਨਸ ਨੂੰ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਓਪੋਜੀਸ਼ਨਸ 'ਚ ਰੱਖਦੇ ਹਨ. ਇਹ ਖੇਲ ਹੈ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਦਾ. ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਫਿਰ ਦਰਸਾਉਂਦੇ ਹਨ, ਭਗਤ ਵਛਲ ਤੇਰਾ ਬਿਰਧ ਹੈ. ਅਕਾਲ ਪੁਰਖ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਦਾ ਬਿਰਧ ਹੈ ਭਗਤਾਂ ਦੀ ਰਾਖੀ ਕਰਨਾ. So Gurbani tells us very clearly, Ape dat laye ditte sant jana ko, Ape rakha soi. Jo teri sada sharnai tin man dukh na hoi. That Akal Purakh Vaheguru ji ਆਪ ਹੀ ਦੈਤਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸੰਤਾਂ ਦੇ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਲਾਉਂਦੇ ਹਨ ਅਤੇ ਆਪ ਹੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਰਾਖੀ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਨ. ਇਹ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਖੇਡ ਹੈ, ਤਮਾਸ਼ਾ ਹੈ. This is the wondrous play of Vaheguru ji. So from this Saakhi we get to know how to be steadfast in our bhagati, how to have firm faith on Akal Purakh Vaheguru Ji, and how to do Jap Naam, like Gurbani tells us, Ram Japo Ji aise aise through Prahlad Japyo har jaise. So Vaheguru Ji ਮਿਹਰ ਕਰਨ. ਇੰਨੇ ਕਈ ਵਿਚਾਰ ਸਾਂਝੀ ਕਰਨੀ ਸੀ. ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ.